Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Nerd Oasis. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I do so many streams, it's hard to remember exactly what I do, but this is the Nerd Oasis podcast. Hope you are having a fantastic Monday. Thank you for joining me. If you're in the chat, let me know you're here and excited about the topic tonight, and let me know your thoughts and opinions as well. Let me bring in my guest tonight. You know him, you all love him. Gallagher Guy 88. What's up, brother? Oh, your mic's off. Uh-oh. There you
now
are.
It's back on.
There you go. Technical
How we doing? How we doing?
Fantastic, my friend. Thank you for coming out and hanging with me tonight, especially before we boot over to Gamer Fridge tonight. So appreciate you.
Yeah, it's like a power hour here, guys. We got like a full lineup, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So how was your week, man? You got a lot going on behind you. I mean, that's just like, look at all that cool stuff behind you, man.
Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. My week has been super busy because I'm trying to get this basement completed. I'm almost done. I'm so close. I'm so close. I just have a few things. I got the two rooms done, and I got the big room almost completely done too. So it is it's coming along. It's coming along. I cannot wait.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I can't wait till you're done and you're like, uh, you know, uh, what's the word I want to use? Like sharing it with the masses. However how
Yes.
you're going to do that. So we look forward to seeing that as well. If anybody wants to join the chat tonight about our topic, which is Superman versus Goku, I put the link in the chat. You are more than happy to come in and talk to us. Going to be a good show tonight. We're going to have some fun and just talk about two of our passions. So we appreciate everybody coming in. So real quick, I want to talk about my giveaway. I am still under 500 subs. Still trying to get there. I don't think we're going to hit the Cinco de Mayo deadline like I wanted to, but nevertheless, I'm still going to give away that beautiful MetaQuest 3 as soon as I hit 500. So this is your first time watching, you haven't subbed yet, you haven't liked the channel, please hit that like and sub for me. And then whenever I hit that 500, I'm going to give it away. Whatever day it comes close to as far as like, the show, I'm going to do a giveaway show that day and give it away. So looking forward to doing that. Gallagher has never watched Transformers 1986. His opinions are questionable. they're already judging your
yeah,
opinion.
they're ripping me apart already.
They're already ripping
started.
you apart. So, I guess before we get started, I guess we need to say one thing though. One little thing, very very important. I'm gonna be Team Goku, right? This is my game. Even though you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan, Dragon Ball in general, you're more of a Team Superman guy, right? Is that how we're gonna break this apart?
Yes, yes. So, I'm kind of like I'm more Team Superman, but like I love Goku and his character, a lot. But it's just like I don't even like Superman as a character very much. But it's just like I feel like he would win. That's just me. Um,
Okay is nearly home, so hopefully he can join us as well because he is a big Superman guy too. So it'd be nice to have two people arguing at me.
yeah, yeah. Now I want Goku to win. So if you can convince me that Goku would win, I will gladly accept it. But I just don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, well, we only have an hour to do this, so I mean, it might take me a lifetime to really convince you that
Yes.
Superman is no match for Son Goku. So, but we'll definitely give it a good old college try, as they like to say. So, I wanted to set up some parameters here, and I wish I'd had time to make a nice little slide, but I'm gonna go through them for Superman. Current power that we know of, that we've seen in comics, that we've seen in movies, that we've seen in animation. No red sun, so nothing really, preventing him from being at his max. No kryptonite, so no kryptonite at all, nothing like that, nothing to hinder him. Magic, very little magic has affected the Son of Krypton, but had to put that in there. And then no assist. He can't get like another superhero to help him or anything like that. So hurry and wrap it up before Joe K comes on and just starts barking, Superman, Superman. Says he's pulling in the driveway. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Everything, no need as long as it takes me to type this. Superman, hands down. Wow. Everybody seems to be Superman. Let me look at the poll real quick. Yeah, he's definitely leading the poll as
So
we
now
speak.
this is your time. This is your time. Convince us.
This is the time
How?
to shine. Time to shine. So for Goku, I want to set the perimeters of this. Current power that we've seen in the anime or the manga. No sensu beans. Nothing like, anything that would,
Okay.
he gets beaten and then he takes a sensu bean and he comes back at it. So nothing like that. Obviously no assist. No fusion, no Vegeta or anything like that coming in and helping him. And then no instant transmission, which I think is an important fact too.
No instant transmission?
No.
You're gonna take that off the table?
I'm taking
Oh,
that
dude.
completely off the table. All right.
That's where I was like, okay, speed wise, like if he has instant transmission, he may be able to keep up. Like, okay, maybe he could use UI and that, like, and kind of like balance things out. But I don't know, man. You're like really tying yourself back there with that one.
No. So the location of the fight would be like the planet with the same gravity as Earth. So,
Okay.
i.e., Earth with normal gravity, not any place that has 100 times gravity or anything like that. Even though that wouldn't affect Superman, I don't think that it's putting it on a fair scale. So, wow, Jokate is even changing. Wow, he really wants to get
Dedicated.
part of this conversation. So, all right, and then no friends watching, like nobody on the sides, because we don't want, even though that Goku is a good guy and Superman's a good guy, we don't want any distractions for both of them. So,
Okay, the other question I have as far as parameters go, can they
yeah.
leave the planet and come back to the fight? Like,
Is it part
you
of
know,
their fight, or what do you mean by that? You have to
well,
get a
because
little more.
Superman, he has where he has like the fully like he can go into the sun and like charge up and then come back. Like that's what he's done before, and
Yeah.
that's what's given him like ultra superpowers doing that. But if it's like he's on a planet and he can't leave the planet, that might change the game a little bit. That's just why I'm asking.
Okay. I think that both of them should be limited to the planet they're in. I think that's a fair fight, right?
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Any other
that's that.
parameters that you see?
As far as Superman 2, is the Golden Age Superman out of the picture too? Because
We're
it was
talking about anything, any Superman, because unfortunately, if you read
any
or
Superman.
any Superman that you want to put up against this man, okay?
Okay.
You really
Goku
think
loses. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna lose this? You think I'm gonna
Goku's gonna
lose
lose.
this? I'm gonna lose this. Okay. All
Yes.
right.
Like,
Jokade is in the chat. Let's bring him on. Hello, sir. How are you?
How am I? Other than aggravated and upset, and that I have to even sit here and entertain. Todd, you and we were doing so well. We saw eye to eye. We had. I was honored. I was flattered to be your inaugural live stream. We had over 100 views, and then you provoke me. You deliberately
Provoke
poke me in
you.
the chest by doing some nonsensical. This is an actual. You're not one of those comic book people who believe that Doctor Manhattan could beat Superman 2, are you?
No, I don't believe that. Come on now. I am just setting the parameters. This is an old debate, and I think that it has merit. I really do.
well, read Saiyan Spirit's comment because I'm
All right.
telling you, dude, it's
Superman's power
unreasonably
scale in the
insane.
comic is unreasonably insane if there aren't parameters. Well, that's
Because
why
the
I set
Golden
the
Age
parameters.
Superman, he literally sneezes and like destroys the universe. Like that's not like that's the like he's won this one if you're gonna put those parameters on there.
But have we
Gallagher
ever
guy,
seen
did you
Goku
even
sneeze?
see the live stream? Like we were talking about the minutia and the history of Kal-El. There was we got emotional
We
talking
got very
about the trailer.
Joe.
Yeah,
I
like
still love you, brother. I'm just bringing this up. I think that it is a valid point. Who would win against Superman versus Goku? I think it's a good topic.
Golden Age Superman literally took a chain and moved the universe. Just like was like, hey, let's go. Had planets on his back. It was just like
Travels
doo doo
back in
doo.
time. Like what
Like
is this?
you gotta take Golden Age Superman out of it, dude. If you don't put that parameter on there, this is like not even like it's
This
not
is,
even. It's not even
are they fighting? Is this a culinary thing? Who can cook better? This can't be a real, this can't be a real,
Did you hear? Did you get a
no
chance to
way.
hear my parameters? Did you get to hear my parameters?
No, I
earlier?
was driving and aggravated.
Okay, all
Tell
right.
me your parameters.
Let me go over it again. I think unless Gallagher thinks that he thinks I'm putting my hand behind my back on this one. So Superman, current power that we've seen in comics, movies, animation. No red sun, no kryptonite, no magic, no assist from anybody. Just him. Okay? Goku, current power that we've seen in either an anime or manga. No sensu beans, no assist, no fusion, and no instant transmission.
No instant transmission.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He doesn't get instant transmission. I was like, dude,
are you deliberately going for handicaps? Like what?
No, I'm not going for handicap, but I'm making sure that this is a fair fight. This is a fair fight.
Without that, this is a fair fight that'll last 3 seconds.
So I don't think it would last just 3 seconds. I think Goku would put up a wonderful fight for this.
I'll let you start. What is the basis of this big argument of yours?
If you wanted to calculate it, if you really wanted to calculate like the actual level of strength that we've seen, either in the comics or the animation or the manga, the actual level of his power level is a measurable thing. Now, some people, and I'm going to show this here. Let's see here. So this comes, and this is post-crisis, so take that as you will. So if you look at his stats, let's see here if you could see that. I know it's not very big. His strength is incalculable according to this. There is no chart in the world that could calculate his strength and his speed. His intelligence is 190, though. He has an IQ of 190, which I would agree with that statement, right?
He's a genius. He's a genius.
He's a genius. So, what does the parameters, my original statement stands? Okay. So I'm just saying that he is an alien, okay? Some people consider him a godlike being, okay? So incalculable speed, I think that he has a limit somewhere. With taking out all the things that I've taken out, he's got a limit somewhere, right?
Are you talking about speed?
No, I'm talking about just
strength.
Just strength in general.
Okay.
He's got to have a limit. He can't just go on forever, right?
Is this? I'm sorry to interrupt. Is this a thing? Did you invent this, or like?
No, I did not invent this.
So kids online, they actually debate this.
Yes, they actually debate, and if you
does this fall into what's better, a filet mignon or a hamburger? Is that the same? Is that the same metaphorically? I mean, it's the same analogy. There's no debate here. It's over. It doesn't last 10 seconds.
So we can.
Todd, you really tricked me because we got emotional over the friggin' Twitter and like you knew your lineage and the history of Kal-El and then to come at me with this
I'm not coming at
sacrilege.
You.
It's sacrilege, Todd. This is blasphemy.
Sacrilege. Come on.
Sacrilege.
I am just making a point here.
Okay.
Let's see. Jason,
I'm gonna come. You're gonna be at the Cleveland thing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna come with the Superman cape when I see you in September.
Okay. Fair enough. I will be there. We'll argue it out.
We'll debate this in public.
We can debate this in public. That's sure. I mean, I could just come to the angle of Dangle being proportional to the cutie in the heat of the meat. Okay. I don't know what that's kind of a long thing, Jason. I don't know what you're trying to tell me there. He does have a limit since he needs to recharge from the yellow sun. Thank you. Okay. Is that not a fair statement?
He's talking about Kal-El. Yes,
Yes.
of course. But the battle is set on Earth, is it not?
It's set on a planet with the same gravity, no red sun. So he has yellow sun.
He has yellow sun.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So then I went to, and I'm going to just unshare this right now. I'm going to go to this. This is my argument. Let's see here.
Gallagher guy, I hope you stand with me, with reason and reality, and that we live on a round planet, and that water is wet, and every other reality that we can that we know to be proven. You do. Am I alone on this? Are you with me?
No, he's Team Superman. He's Team Superman.
I'm too. And I love Goku. I have a bunch of figures, Dragon Ball Z figures back here. Like, I love Goku, but I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm not a big Superman fan. I don't even like his character very much, but I'm like, I'm sorry. He'll just beat him.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's park this. Let's pause this.
Sure.
What don't you like about Superman?
Oh, I love Superman.
Not you.
Gallagher
guy. Yeah. What don't you like about?
Because he always wins. He always wins. That's just it. Like, I don't even know how it's interesting. It's just like, oh well, there's a bad guy. Like, he's gonna punch him in the face and they're gonna die. Like, that's just that's how Superman is.
There's kryptonite. See, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Ted Fiorita said it best. Ted Fiorita. Without kryptonite, Superman doesn't work, and that's the best way to say it. So.
But I was being fair because there's no, if it's a battle against these two people, you don't want to handicap. You want them to go head to head. That's my point. But Goku here, with the thing that I have, this is Perfected Ultra Instinct. 13.2 Septillion is the level. Now, I know we don't have a level for Superman, but you're telling me that there's no way to calculate Superman's strength?
Correct. So all this proves, this graphic, if you will, is the weakness of your boy, that he is quantifiable and he has limitations. Whereas something that's larger and greater, I'll put it to you this way. If I tell you something is the landmass of, I don't know, 100 million, 100 billion, 100 trillion. 100 trillion.
Okay.
Sounds big.
Yeah.
Sounds big. Could put a number to it.
Right.
But that's not larger than the universe. The universe is infinite. The universe is something that's non-quantifiable. The universe is something that you can't measure. The metaphor is, it's don't answer this. It's a rhetorical question, but the universe is bigger than nothing. Would you agree? There is nothing greater than the universe. That, my friends, is Kal-El. Gallagher guy, I want you to start clapping for me.
What?
Clap. I need an applause. There needs. That's Alexa. Give me a round of applause.
I just think that you have a tangible number here, and there's got to be a way to tangibilize Superman. There's got to be a way, right?
There is no way. That's why his character is so great. It is beyond primordial. You are trying to set this parameter fight in primordial means. There is no primordial means. I don't want to get religious here, but there's no past tense with God. God is just God. He's there. The universe is limitless. That is Kal-El. You're dealing with a power that is unquantifiable, immeasurable, something that, especially if you're setting this with a yellow sun and the limitations that you gave your boy. This isn't it. It's not up for debate. It's like saying what's more powerful, a samurai sword or a dandelion. That's how I view this. And coming from you, Todd, who we broke. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Coming from you, because I gotta go. I can't stay here all day. Coming from you, who we broke bread. We got emotional over the depth of the religious connotation. Everything. Go rewatch the stream. To come here and parade this and masquerade
I'm not parading anything. I'm just saying.
You're masquerading this as a real debate. It's an insult. You're making a fool of yourself.
Okay. Well, here's what I will say.
Okay.
I think Superman would win, but I think it honestly would be a close fight. Like I do think that that Goku would give him a run for his money. It wouldn't be just like a, he'd come in there and just end it immediately. I think that Goku would have, a good challenge for Superman. He'd still end up losing, but like it wouldn't be like a grown man and a 5-year-old like fighting type of thing. Like, but the thing, I think if you include instant transmission, he may be able to keep up with Superman. That's the only thing that I'm like, you got to keep instant transmission.
I
That's just
can't
it.
believe he
Like if
got
you
rid
don't,
of that. I can't, especially if he's Team Goku. If he's trying to parade this around as some sort of a real fight, that's his greatest weapon, his greatest power.
yeah.
Okay. Well, would you pay money to watch this fight? Would you
Oh
pay money to
yeah.
watch this fight?
Yeah,
I would
sure.
probably be dead in the stands because of the explosions that are happening. It'd be like a whole Vegeta, popping up and killing everyone in the arena type of
There's
thing
different
because it would just
death battles, the CGI things. They used to have
yeah.
one on YouTube. I forget who made it. It shows the Hulk fighting Superman. It's like a 4-parter. It's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, but I love to see a good challenge. But yeah, Goku. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, can I present another 10-round match? That'd be pretty cool. UI could keep up easily. Okay. That's a fair fight. But what if a Super is allergic to dandelions? I love that one. Good analogy, Joe. Good analogy.
I don't think so because Superman has been clocked as going faster than infinity. His speed is faster than infinity.
That's it. Well,
So
that's
that means
what I mean
that
about light
infinity.
speed. It's faster.
Yes.
It's faster than infinity. It's not quantifiable. I love you both.
Yes.
I'll see you guys in Cleveland, and I'm going to check this out in the replay. Take care.
All right, my brother. Thank you, Joe. Have a fantastic evening.
And obviously, the UI has its limits because Jaren was able to break through it several times.
Okay, that's fair. So I had to ask.
Through raw power, he was able to get through it.
Okay, that's a fair statement. I can't argue with that. So we have to ask our good old AI what it thinks, and I know Joe would say AI. So, but I digress. So I wanted to read this. So the age-old debate of who would win in a fight between Superman and Goku remains a popular and complex discussion amongst fans. So I have to agree that because we're very passionate about our characters as well. So here's the breakdown why a definite answer is elusive. Arguments for Superman. Vast powers, abilities. Superman boasts a wider range of powers, including super strength, fight, invulnerability, heat vision, freeze breath, and enhanced senses. Unmeasurable speed. Some interpretations of Superman's abilities suggest he possesses unmeasurable speed. Godlike status. In some continuous interpretations, Superman's power transcends mortal limits, achieving godlike levels. So there you go. Arguments for Goku. Saiyan physiology. Saiyan biology grants him the ability to grow stronger through battle, pushing his power to even greater heights. What do you think about that? I mean, if he went against Superman once, he would probably just go crazy, right?
Yeah. My thing though is like Goku is someone who constantly breaks levels. Like he goes to that ceiling and he just breaks it. That's what he does constantly. That's what he's known for. But Goku also loses a lot too. Like he's not known to win. If you go to go to Dragon Ball Z, how many fights did he actually end up winning? Like he didn't beat Vegeta. He beat Frieza. That's really the only one he beat like mostly by himself, and he wasn't even by himself. Like he doesn't win a lot of fights, unfortunately. I love him, but it's just a fact, man. Yep. So he breaks the ceiling, but a lot of times the ceiling just isn't enough that he breaks.
Okay, I think that's a fair statement. Master of the martial arts, combat strategies makes him a formal fighter. Key manipulation and energy blast. That's another thing aside from Superman having his heat vision. Goku can do a lot different with energy. He can do different blasts. He can do a lot of different things. Instant transmission. Obviously, we talked about that as cutting that out, but that would make him, evade attacks and reposition himself. And then Ultra Instinct allows him to instinctively to attacks, maximizing. So the difficult but turning into winner, vary interpretations of speed, different continuums, different media, different things like that. And canon, there's obviously different versions of why these two are different. A lack of single and universal scale, and that's why I think this is one of the arguments for me is I know what Joe said, and I don't disagree with what he says. I wish there was a tangible way to know who would be stronger, and we ultimately conclude that Superman is stronger because of the unlimited scale that he has. So I thought the AI.
I'll give you.
Go ahead.
I'll give you if Superman, if it's not the Golden Age Superman, and he can't leave the planet to go energize in the sun, Goku has a pretty good chance. If you give him back instant transmission, you have to give him that back. If you give him that back, then I think, I mean, that would be I don't know, that would be because they're right now. If I imagined like if Superman could, he has a speed. His speed is more than infinity, so he could like literally fly to different suns and like charge, and then come back and just be like, boom, like I'm here and I'm just like as powerful as like 10 suns.
Yeah.
Like then it's like, oh, Goku can't touch him. But if they're stuck on the planet, if you're like, hey, you cannot leave this planet to go do that, then it's like, well, I don't know.
Into the
Mr. Goes
lines
was talking
making a
about
funny joke.
arcades.
Yeah. Mystery Encoder says we're a bunch of nerds. He wants to talk about arcades. So
It'll be on Wednesday night. There's a show called Arcades Anonymous. We talk about
we're
arcades.
part of that show. We're a valid
Yes.
part of that in. But I wanted to finish this with the conclusion that AI came up with. Ultimately, who would win depends heavily on the particular views of Superman and Goku being considered and the rules of the fight themselves. Without a universally accepted frame, the debate remains a matter of individual interpretation and fan speculation. So it kind of just puts it like on the shelf and says, wouldn't be something that we could do. So.
Well,
hold on one sec.
Trying to make it bigger, put it on the screen. There we go. So I can see a little bit better.
There you go. So what do you think about that?
So this is basically saying that it's just like up for debate on what side you're on. Like people can make valid arguments for either side. That's kind of like what I got from that. Am I wrong? Is that kind of
what you're not wrong. That's basically what it says. That the interpretation of it is can't leave the planet. It's 8 p.m. fight. There you go. You're sleeping. The UI, the current version of UI is a very base level. He will tap into the higher levels during a fight. Okay, that's a fair statement too.
Yeah.
I'm an Arcades Anonymous. Why do you think I want to talk about that?
The other thing is I haven't read too much further in the manga, so I know Saiyan spirits don't come at me now. But I do know that Black Frieza like takes Goku and Vegeta out like the same time. I remember seeing something about that, like that is happening. So then I'm like, okay, well, I guess if Goku's surprised, and then the other thing too is Kal-El is so smart, like he's a genius, so he's gonna figure stuff out way quicker than Goku could figure out. And Goku is very smart when it comes to fighting, but I think that Superman was gonna be like, "No, we need to end this now," kind of thing. Like he's gonna realize something's going on and be like, "Oh no, I'm not even gonna let him get there. Like we're just gonna stop this."
Like we saw in the movie in a Justice League movie, how he was watching Flash move, and we knew Flash was moving faster than anything, and he was still able to calculate that. That's most likely how that would end as well. Black Frieza was the last I saw too. There you go.
Yeah.
In relevance to actual question, Superman. There you go. So I'm losing the fight, right? There's no clear path for Goku to get where he needs to be.
Yeah, and it's just tough. I think that whatever if the whenever more manga comes out, like saying Spirits is saying, like, and we see Goku continue to get stronger with the UI, I think that eventually, yeah, he's going to be able to beat Superman. Like, I feel like he's almost there now. And like back whenever he was Super Saiyan God, people are like, "Oh, like that's it," and I'm like, "No, he's still not there yet." But now with the UI, I'm like, I think he's pretty darn close. He doesn't need much more to go. Like he can do it.
I mean, there's just so many different levels that we haven't seen. And the other thing that I wanted to bring up, and I don't know, give me a second to find it, but let's see here. The other thing that I was looking at and trying to figure out more than anything was there a tangible level for Goku? Was there a something that we could look at a scale and say this is it? And I know that Superman doesn't have that scale, but one prediction was that Superman was at the same level as Super Saiyan 3, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how anybody could really say that Super Saiyan 3 would be at Superman's level.
Yeah. Honestly, I think these parameters that he's on Earth, and if you give Goku back the transit transmission, I think Goku may win because if he can't leave the Earth, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that'd be very, very close, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely.
A clear path to Goku victory. Say it with me. There you go. I know what I'm asking Chat to GPT. There you go. Anything under blue Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a debate that us fans continue to have, and I wasn't saying, Joe, if you're watching the replay, buddy, I'm not saying that Superman is better than or worse than Goku. That's not what I'm saying. I love both of them. I think they're both great. I wanted to have a conversation about the two going against each other and who would win in a realistic fight. And most likely, from what the fans are saying and from what you guys are talking about, clearly Superman would win. In comic book logic, Superman would win.
But in manga anime logic, Goku would win.
There you go. Mystery Encoder hacks both their brains and wins. There you go.
I think too, with Superman, a lot of people think that he's just like all brawn. Like he just basically wins a lot just because it's purely like him just coming in and overpowering everyone. And I feel like that's because there's been times where Superman doesn't have powers and he's fought like kung fu masters and stuff and still like have beaten them.
Right.
Just because he has skills. I mean, he trained with Batman, he's trained with Wonder Woman. Like he knows how to actually fight. It's not just like, he's just going in and swinging. It looks like that because that's the way they portray it a lot of times. But in reality, he actually does know how to fight very well, and he has a lot of experience. I mean, he's done a lot of different things. Not saying Goku doesn't, but now if there was no powers, like Goku would win. Like if there was just like, hey, let's just go off our martial arts.
Yeah.
And nothing, Goku would probably kick his butt immediately, like because he's just better. He's just more of a with his techniques. It's just better overall. But I think we should give him back an instant transmission. That's all I'm saying, and take away Golden Age. Superman, because Golden Age Superman isn't even a competition if it's Golden Age Superman. He can. Everything I'm saying I'm basing off of it not being Golden Age Superman because that Superman is just insane. He can literally do anything. I mean, again, he sneezed and destroyed like an entire universe. He was just like, and it's like all blown away. Like,
but you've never seen Goku sneeze in Ultra Instinct. So what could he do in Ultra? I mean, I'm not trying to like beat a dead horse here, but I'm just saying, what could he do if the limit? He seems to be unlimitless to a certain extent. I realize that he has different physiology than Superman does, but he seems to have a limitless venture himself to a certain extent. And I'm sure we'll eventually see that limit as we continue to grow. But as Superman, as it's been brought up multiple times here, Superman seems to have no limit. He seems to continue to go, and to even think that he would live forever, that he wouldn't even die of old age.
Yeah. So
So
do you
the
view
real
this as a fight of like, do you think Superman would go and I know Goku always fills out kind of like his enemies, like to see how far he needs to go.
Mhm.
Do you feel like that'd be more like that kind of thing, or do you think like Superman? Because to me, I think Superman would figure out there's something else going on just because he's super smart. Like, okay, the way this guy's fighting, the way he's boosting up, like I got to do something. Like, because this is just getting crazy. I don't know.
I
That's the
think
way I feel.
yeah, I think he would size him up and realize that this would be a fight that he either would not win or that he
Yeah.
would have to go to the up top of level, and then I think he would inadvertently either end the fight to save his hide, just because I think that Goku's not dumb. He realizes that there is people, but he would be so obsessed with getting to the level of whoever he's against. Eventually, he would come to a level where he would want to rise up to that and just to fight him, just to get to that point. Response: I may have to go with Goku. Okay. Batman plot armor prep time beats everyone. Okay. Because there's
Yeah.
no limit to his growth. It's a core theme. Okay. So there you go. It's a core theme. There's no limit to his growth. They show old Superman and Batman Beyond. He said he's not immortal. He just ages very slowly. So Batman Beyond shows that, and we remember seeing him with the gray. He just ages slower than humans do, according to the anime. But Superman could fly Goku into space where there's no air. Yeah, I guess that's true. That could be just an all-round attack. So
if you're saying keep it on the planet, if you're saying keep it on the planet though, and then he punches them into space, I mean, is that still within the boundaries?
So maybe at the end of the day, we just need to say, guess what? I don't think these two would ever really have a conclusion of who would win. At the end of the day, Superman would either completely destroy him, or Goku would know that he has no limit to get to the next level.
And then I think with Goku too, with his limit breaking, him always breaking that ceiling, and sometimes he takes it too far. Like with Jiren, whenever he was just about ready to beat him, but he had taken his body to its limits, and then his body just decided to, implode basically.
I hate anime, so Superman.
All right, since Game Fridge is here, now I can say Goku's going to win this. He's going to win this.
Oh, such a boomer statement. Man. There's too many
variants. I tried to talk to Jay about it. He's just like, I don't like that stuff. My kids like that stuff. And I'm like, it's so cool. He's like, I tried to watch it. I don't like it. I'm like, come on. There's like a million different animes with a million different themes. Like, you can't just watch one and be like, that's all anime.
So I would say at the end of the day, need a more definite set of rules. I thought that, my rules were good enough, but apparently not. I guess we would have to go like completely dig in more than we could cover in an hour show for sure. And
I will say
the limits to the max.
I will say there was one, I think it was a death battle long time ago that said that how Superman has no limit. He's just unlimited power. But then they said if Goku could do a multi-universal spirit bomb, that spirit bomb could be strong enough to destroy Superman. So I'm like, well, then he has to have a limit, because if he's just unlimited, it wouldn't matter how many universes. They said it'd be impossible for him to charge it. Superman would, knock him down before he could get it completed. But I'm like, well, that just shows he has to have a limit somewhere. It's there. We just have never experienced it.
We've never experienced that level, and we probably never will. We probably will never see the actual. An animator could make a lot of money just making these battles play out based on AI responses and clickbait titles. Yeah, probably so. Probably, and this is probably what fuels the debate, because I don't know about you, but I always see the images of Superman and Batman saying, "We finally got him. there he is, and it's just Yamcha instead of
Yeah.
Goku. That wasn't
Yeah.
Goku. So you
Yeah.
always get those images, or you see the image of the DC world and Goku and Vegeta like fist bumping as they walk to fight. So I think we always fuel these things more than we do anything, but we're passionate about what we love. And growing up with Dragon Ball Z, Goku's my man. I'm gonna say that he's the one that's gonna go against Superman and win. In all honesty, he probably wouldn't, because there's so many different factors there. And yeah, Yamcha beats everybody. There you go.
Have you ever seen that I think it's a manga that they did and someone ends up waking up as Yamcha and because he knows the story, like he ends up being like the best fighter ever. And he's
Really?
Yamcha.
Really?
Yeah, it's like hilarious. Like they're
I
like
need to look
Goku's
that up.
relying on him. Like he's like, "Oh, Yamcha's here! Thank goodness!" Like he's like makes him a hero. It's so good.
All right, Joe Cade has come back into the chat. Superman versus all. So we can't argue with that, and I'm going to concede that Goku would not win this fight. I think that's a fair assessment, right? I'm going to end the poll with Superman at 70%. He would totally 69 after the poll has closed, 69% and 10% for Goku. And neither is a 20%. So a lot of them don't think, oh, we could definitely argue with that. Yeah, that's a fair thing.
Yeah.
Joe Cade is happy, and buddy, I love you still, man. Don't kill me, okay? We're still buddies, right? I conceded that Goku would lose, so I hope you'll continue to come on the show and hang out with me.
He's not far off though, guys. It's gonna get there. One day they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I mean, Goku's just finally shown.
Goku is an ultimate fighter at the end, right?
Yes, yes.
I still love you. Yes, still besties. Thank you. Todd got bullied. No, I didn't get bullied. I conceded the fact that Goku would probably not win with the limitations that I put in place. The instant transmission, I definitely put the hand behind the back on that one for sure. So then it brings up another question. Go ahead.
Yeah, he needs that. Like instant transmission. I mean, without that, it's like
nothing.
I don't know. UI is really good, but instant transmission is just I don't know. He needs it, man. He needs it. And then yeah, the golden
Calvin
age
Wong
Superman
says
needs
Superman
to go.
versus the Hulk.
I don't know. That one's tough because the more mad the Hulk gets, the more stronger he gets. So it's like I don't know. I think Superman would win that one too, but I could see someone saying that about the Hulk.
Well, if you're passionate about the Hulk, you're going to say that Hulk's going to win over Superman.
Yeah, yeah.
We might have to dive into that one day or look at the stats on that. But today, no, UI is enough for the current Superman. Is enough for the current Superman. Okay. Well, I wish we had a definitive way that we could do that. I wish that there was a way that we could set that up and know exactly who would win that battle. But unfortunately, we're not at that technology yet. So maybe one day we'll be able to tell a supercomputer and it'll tell us the exact answer.
And then as soon as it says anything but Superman, it'll be destroyed.
There you go. Okay, we'll find it, throw water on it, and destroy it. So there you go. So I put a couple of things in our notes about who I would like to do next time, and I would love if you're in the chat. We're not going to do this like all the time, but if there's a battle that you would like us to discuss or want to talk about as a group, please let it in. Will Open Fridge be at least less nerdy tonight? Yes. Even though that I'll be there and Mr. Cooper will be there, it won't be as nerdy as this. So this is my show. I can be as nerdy as I want to be, right?
It's my show. Be as nerdy as I want to. That's right.
Oh, I don't think so, because JPixel is a nerd. Wow. I don't think he's going to like you saying that. Wow.
He's probably gonna be like, "Yeah, I am. So what?" That's what he'll say.
So I had a couple ideas. What about Iron Man versus Batman? Would that be a good argument?
I think that would be really good, honestly, because yeah, because they're both like the whole millionaires with or billionaires,
Yep.
whatever it is. I don't know which one they are that like have just throwing their money at this stuff.
Trillionaires,
So yeah,
unlimited money. Yeah.
yeah.
And then if you
Um,
are a fan of Invincible versus Vegeta
okay.
might be
I
one
haven't
that we'll
seen
do.
Invincible, so I don't,
That's a
I don't,
great
I don't
debate.
know.
Yes. Okay. Joe seems to be okay with the Iron Man versus Batman, Wayne versus Stark. Okay. That's a good debate.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough there. And then I thought about maybe Wonder Woman and someone from the Marvel. Rogue came to mind, but I'm sure there's a couple other female superheroes we could probably talk about. So I like that one.
Nice, nice.
Wayne versus Stark. Okay, we might have to do that one in the future at some later date. So
Yeah, because they're both like regular guys that just have their suits that help them with it. So
yeah,
that's yeah.
fair thing. In Brain, Batman takes it. All right. Well, Mr. Cooper, thank you for hanging out with me. I know this was a debatable show, but at the same time, I wanted to talk about it. I think it was a good thing to just work it out in the mind and talk to somebody about it and think about it. So, what you got coming on soon? I know we'll be on Gamer Fridge here in a little bit, but if you want to plug any of your
Yeah.
shows to some that might not be here, yeah,
Yeah.
Batman's
So we have
IQ is
AA
good.
on Wednesdays. There's Arcades Anonymous. And then this weekend, I actually have. If you guys have watched my show, I've had Mustaches and Coffee and Movies at Grandma's House. They're kind of like a duo podcast, and they actually live in the area, so they're going to be coming over, and we're going to either do maybe a video and a live stream kind of thing. So that might end up happening. But yeah, something like that's going to happen this weekend, so you'll be able to see that, and also their channels too. Also this weekend, I'm getting my big blue. That's happening. So that's coming. Fox is going to come by and drop it off. So I'm super excited about that. Cannot wait. So I'll definitely be filming. We're going to be doing something together probably for that too. So got a lot of videos, or at least a couple videos, not a lot, but yeah, a couple videos coming out.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, Perfect
Yes.
Storm Gaming will be doing a collab show with us this Wednesday. I'm working out all the details for that and figuring all that out. So hopefully I can get that squared away. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with those guys. I don't know. Are you going to try to go on the pre-show if you get an opportunity to, or?
Yeah. What time does the pre-show start?
Well, I think they're doing their show before us like they normally do, and then coming on ours. So I may shoot
Oh,
over and do
okay.
theirs, and then come over and do ours. So looking forward to it. I know those guys are pretty
Yeah.
fun to hang out with. So really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They're a good group of guys over there.
yeah, absolutely. Yet again, Mr. Cooper, thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to go ahead and end the show because we got to get over to Gamer Fridge. If you're in the chat, go on and head over there. Uh, if you liked what you saw tonight, I know it may not have been the best show ever, but I love hanging out with you guys, nerding out with me. Yeah. If you can hit that sub, hit that like for me. I'm trying to get to 500. I want to give away that MetaQuest 3 to somebody, even maybe Mystery Encoder. You know what I mean? That'd be cool to have a MetaQuest 3, right? And he's
Like,
a
how can
pretty
I hack
popular
this?
guy. So I'm sorry.
He'll be like,
What'd you
how
say?
can I hack this?
How can I hack
That's
this thing? Go ahead and just give me that away now. Okay. Yeah. I'd love to give that away, but I want to get to 500. I got to get there first. And then if we can hit
Yeah.
1,000, which we're doing really well in AA, we're going to give away that tank stick, and I'm really looking forward to giving one of those as well too.
That thing is amazing. Both those items are amazing, guys. So make sure you're spreading the
Absolutely.
word and
We're promised
getting
we're
this
good for it. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm
nice.
sure you're good for it. 361, it's a long way, man. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a long
Yeah.
road. Hopefully I can get to it with your help, Mystery Encoder. With your help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, guys, thanks for
Absolutely.
hanging out with me and Mr. Cooper. We will I'll be back at some point. I don't know when, but I know I'm going on Game of Fridge tonight. So, any final thoughts before I send these nice people home?
Just again, get him up to 500. I want to try and win that. You know, my wife can take the MetaQuest, and that we'll be golfing together. So it'll be great. So
there you go.
Come on.
I've already
I want a
subbed.
chance
I
to
don't
win
know
this.
how I'm helping. Just you being here, Mr. Encoder. You're a popular guy. Everybody knows you, man. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with us. We will see y'all later. Peace.
See ya.